This one wakes the public up. This one gives them the evidence. This one lets them see the reality, whether it be grooming gangs, Hope Not Hate, the BBC, corrupt politicians. That's what we do here, which gets people awake, which then brings them to this, Unite the Kingdom.
Tommy Robinson's words leave Keir Starmer stunned. You're not going to believe what just happened. While the country argues over immigration, protests, and broken promises, something very different just took place, and it's left even Prime Minister Keir Starmer completely speechless. Tommy Robinson has just spoken out in a way no one expected. And love him or hate him, what he said has got people across Britain and beyond asking some very uncomfortable questions about leadership, truth, and what's really going on in this country. Now, here's the thing: this wasn't a rant. This wasn't one of those fiery viral clips meant just to stir controversy. It was calm, deliberate, and pointed, and that's what made it so powerful. So what did Tommy actually say? And why has it hit Starmer's government so hard? Let's break it down. Tommy was speaking at a public event, addressing questions about Britain's political direction, the state of its leadership, and what he believes are deep cracks in the system. When asked directly about Prime Minister Keir Starmer, his tone shifted. He didn't shout. He didn't point fingers. He simply paused, looked straight into the camera, and said, "People can see what's happening. They can feel it. Leadership isn't about speeches in Parliament, it's about standing with the people when it matters most." That line, short, sharp, and unmistakably personal, instantly went viral. Within hours, clips were all over social media. Supporters said, "He's saying what everyone's thinking." Critics accused him of fueling division. But one thing was certain: he had struck a nerve. Now, let's talk about the context, because this didn't happen in a vacuum. Over the past few months, Keir Starmer's government has faced mounting pressure on nearly every front, from the immigration crisis at the borders, to rising crime in major cities, and the growing feeling among working-class Britons that they've been left behind once again. People are frustrated. They're tired of promises. They're watching their communities change faster than they can keep up, and for many, that frustration has found a voice in figures like Robinson. So when he spoke about leadership, it wasn't just a political jab. It was a mirror held up to the system itself. And that's where it gets interesting. Because insiders within Labour have started quietly expressing concern. One aide, speaking anonymously to a local outlet, reportedly said, "We knew there'd be criticism. But this kind of thing hits differently. It's emotional. It's connecting with people in ways policy debates never do." And that's the real problem for Starmer. You can debate policy. You can deflect criticism. But when someone taps into raw public feeling, that's something no press statement can undo. Meanwhile, social media has been on fire. On X, formerly Twitter, one user wrote, "For once, someone speaking from the gut. You don't have to like Tommy to admit he's got a point." Another replied, "Starmer keeps dodging real issues. People are tired of political theater. We need honesty." Even political commentators have weighed in. Journalist Alison Moore said on Sky News, "This moment is telling. It shows just how emotionally disconnected Westminster has become from the public mood. Whether you agree with Robinson or not, he's channeling something real." And she's right. Because beyond all the noise, this isn't just about one man's comment, it's about the widening gap between the rulers and the ruled. Now, let's be clear: Tommy Robinson is a divisive figure. His views have sparked outrage in the past, and he remains one of Britain's most polarizing public voices. But here's what's undeniable: the conversation he sparked is reaching places mainstream politicians rarely can. People are angry. They feel ignored. And for better or worse, that's the energy shaping the next phase of British politics. Keir Starmer, who built his image as a calm, professional reformer, suddenly looks out of step with a country that's boiling over emotionally. As one political strategist told The Guardian, Starmer's biggest threat isn't the opposition, it's apathy. When people stop believing anyone in Westminster represents them, they start listening to voices outside the establishment. And that's exactly what's happening now. But here's the twist: Robinson didn't end his comments with criticism. He ended with a challenge. He said, "I don't want chaos. I don't want hate. I want truth. And if truth makes people uncomfortable, then so be it." That closing line set the internet ablaze. For his followers, it was a rallying cry. For his critics, it was a warning. But for Keir Starmer's team, it was a wake-up call. Because in today's Britain, Politics isn't just fought in Parliament anymore, it's fought online, on live streams, in viral clips that reach millions before the evening news even catches up. And in that world, words matter more than ever. So what happens next? Starmer's team is already in damage control mode, pushing back, subtly reminding people that the Prime Minister remains focused on real policy, not public outrage. But behind closed doors, insiders admit this is not the kind of moment you can spin away. It's not a scandal. It's not a policy failure. It's something deeper, a reflection of how much trust has eroded between the British people and those leading them. And that's what makes this moment so powerful. Because whether you agree with Robinson or not, his words have exposed something real. Something raw. A national mood that's shifting, one conversation at a time. And so the question now isn't about Tommy Robinson or Keir Starmer. It's about us. If the truth really is out as he claims, then maybe the bigger question is this. Are the people finally ready to face it? Because what happens next may just redefine the balance of power in British politics.